Hey, what is up, guys? I hope you guys are having a fine day today. Don't worry about me. I'm just going through a bad hair day. I had got my hair cut back in June, and it didn't turn out in the way I thought it was, but that's okay. It's growing, and it's kind of hot where I live, so it's humidity, and I'm wearing a hat to try to tame it. So, this video today is going to be about misheard lyrics. Now, I know I didn't upload videos like I wanted to, but I've just been busy with life and everything. And so, like I said before, this video is going to be about misheard words and lyrics and things of that sort of nature. Well, we all misheard things countless of times, whether it's lyrics of a song, towards lines in a movie or show, towards even hearing it on the radio. We often think that we heard one thing when reality it was really another. So, in this particular video, I'm going to tell you of all the things I have misheard over the years with TV shows and movies and even the common theme songs we grew up with. So, I have misheard a lot of things. Like, for example, some of you may be familiar with the movie Baby's Day Out. And for those of you who don't know what Baby Days Out is about or never heard of it, it's simply about a story of a young baby who has grown the ability of routine and remembrance and memory. He is kidnapped by three thugs that want to use him as ransom. They kidnap him from his rich family and soon find out they got more than what they bargained for. For this baby was going more about routine of a book he would call Boo Boo, and he goes on to an adventure, and they get an adventure of a lifetime too. Uh, there's this one part of the film where the baby has eluded his captors by taking refuge on a bus and going to his destination. By the time one of the thieves get to the bus, the baby is long gone. He then proceeds to try to get the bus driver to help him by giving a description of the baby. Now, within that description, he tells the baby's height. Well, he says 2 feet tall. I heard, and even my brother heard, toe feet tall. We heard toe feet tall, not 2 feet tall. That wasn't until I got a little bit older that I realized that's what he was saying and not toe feet tall. It sounds as if someone is trying to pronounce taffy or toffee, and some people will pronounce it that way. I heard toffee tall. Toffee tall. That's what I heard. I don't know why. Even I have asked what is toffee tall. Is it a candy? Is it some description of a person? What is it? And it wasn't until I got much older that I realized he said 2 feet tall, and that toe feet tall is a non existent word that I somehow made up in my child brain. Go figure. Another instance of mishearing words is that my mom makes fun of me because of this. She still to this day makes fun of me. Alright. When I was younger, I had to be around 8 years old. And religion started to play a role in my upbringing. Uh, so much to which it was to a point where I started to believe that even cartoons and movies were believing in God. And the reason for that was because TV shows, like cartoon shows, for instance, like Arthur, you know, Justice League, the Wild Thornberries, a whole bunch of other stuff started to say, "Oh my God," or "Oh my Lord." Some I've even heard made references to Jesus and so forth. And I kid you not, I actually thought that religion had somehow put its way into the cartoons that I love, or something. I don't know. That's what I thought. And the reason for this was there used to be a commercial with Kraft mac and cheese, and that their mascot was a T Rex made out of cheese called Cheezosaurus Rex. And Cheezosaurus Rex was much like the Trix rabbit, only he loved to party with the macaroni, the pasta, and he loved to spray them with a hose full of cheese. And that he just loved mac and cheese so much. Well, there was a commercial where they were singing his name and everything. It went Cheeseosaurus Rex. I did not hear Cheeseosaurus Rex. I heard Jesus is your friend. I don't know how and I don't know why, but somehow I got Jesus is your friend from Cheeseosaurus Rex. Don't ask, it just happened. All right? And to back that story up, there was a TV show, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this show. It was called That 70s Show. And every time when the theme song ended, there would be a guy shouting, "I love Wisconsin." And the reason for that, I think, is because Woodstock happens to be in Wisconsin. And for those of you who know the history of the 70s and Woodstock and so forth, you can understand why. And if you know the show, you can see why too. Well, the guy was shut out, "I love Wisconsin." But since religion, sort of took over certain perspective, I swear to you, and my mom makes fun of me for it still to this day. I was 8. Jeez. I can never look at that show again because it reminds me so much of this particular memory. The guy says, "I love Wisconsin." I kid you not, I heard, "I love what God says." I mean, you can't blame me. Wisconsin and God says, maybe? I don't know. I was 8. I was 8. Cut me some slack. I was 8 years old. All right, what are you going to do? You going to try me? Ha! Good luck. Well, enough of that story. Another theme song, since we're on theme songs, that I would often truly, truly believe that I heard was in the Flintstone theme song. Now, there's a part of a theme song, and I actually wrote it down because even I myself have trouble remembering it. But there's a part where it says, "Have a yabba do time, we'll have a gay old time." Well, I heard the yabba do part, but I didn't hear the gay old time part because I kid you not, I heard, "We'll have an Abigail time." All right? I confused a gay old with the name Abigail. And get this, I wasn't the only one. I was in second grade, and a classmate of mine had went up to me and asked me if I watched Flintstones. I said, "Yes, I do." And she had asked me, "By any chance, do you hear the name Abigail in the theme song?" And I said, "Yes, I do. I hear Abigail in the theme song." And she goes, "Okay, good. I'm not the only one." And listen, like I said, we were in second grade. We're 8 years old. We don't know better. I mean, this is normal kid behavior. I would expect that from a kid. And even adults, we have those moments. We have those moments, okay? We're not saints, so don't lie. But I kid you not, I thought I was hearing Abigail. We'll have an Abigail time. So I'm like, oh, so they're celebrating someone named Abigail? Okay, cool. That's what I heard. And that's not the only time I've thought I've heard something in a song. Well, for those of you who know the song uh, Numa Numa, it's a Romanian song sung by a Romanian boy group called Ozone. Now, it's actually, I'll take that back. It's not called Numa Numa, but it is known as the Numa Numa song. Like, for example, Enriquez Iglesias' song Do You Know, which it's actually known as the ping pong song. Whereas this song, Dragon und Stay, that's what the song is called, it's known as the Numa Numa song. So I guess that's for English speaking people, American people to know what that song is. Well, I grew up listening to that song, especially when I moved to the States, when I finally found out what the song was. I had a friend who I used to go to school with overseas, and she would sing that over and over again. And I'm like wondering, what is that song? What are you singing? So I eventually found it and I fell in love with it. But there were certain things that I was mishearing, and so was everyone else. But the part where they were mishearing, I was mishearing somewhere else. Now, in this one part, when you go to the chorus after they're done with the whole Numa Numa segment, there's a segment that says Chiputausi Dragon Unse. Now, I was about to sing the whole song right then, but that particular part, that Chiputausi Dragon Unse, I wasn't hearing that. I was hearing something else. And what I was hearing was keep it down, Robert's getting laid. That's what I heard. I did not hear. I didn't hear the first part. I heard something else. I heard something about Robert getting laid. That's what I heard. Keep it down, Robert's getting laid. That's what I heard. I kid you not. If you go and you listen to that song from Ozone, you'll understand what I mean. And if you watch other videos of the misheard lyrics of that song, you'll understand. You will understand. And that particular moment, I swear to you, I still to this day hear, even though I know that's not what they're saying, I still hear it. I still hear keep it down, Robert's getting late. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why. But that's what I hear when I hear it. All right? And speaking of songs, since we're on the same topic, uh oh god, I dare you guys to laugh. Uh when I was younger, we would rent a lot of VHSs and DVDs from the rental store. And there was one particular, well, there was actually a couple of movies and TV shows we would rent countless of times. And there was one in particular, well, I think it was on that DVD or VHS, I'm not entirely sure, but it was Monster Rancher. And a short summary about Monster Rancher, in case those of you who don't know, Monster Rancher is like a mixture of Pokemon, Digimon, and possibly Yu-Gi-Oh rolled into one thing. The only thing that divides, well, actually, yeah, the only thing that divides these three shows is that a young boy who is a complete video game ace wins a video game from a video game tournament, and he goes to play it one day, only something goes wrong with his gaming console, which causes the game to malfunction and somehow transport him into a world where monsters rule. And he has to find these discs, unlock them, and unleash a monster that happens to be encased inside, almost like finding dinosaur bones, kind of like almost like Dino King. If you guys know the show, it's like Dino King, and you can train these creatures, and you can bring them into your campaign to try to save the world or that world from a ruler called the Evil Moo, which is which happens to have the same goal as you to collecting these discs, turning these monsters evil, and serving him in his campaign to rule that world. Uh, I'm not gonna get too into what the episodes are about. Look it up on YouTube. I know there's games of it out. They turned it into show. There you go. Watch it out. But that's not what this is about. This is about on that particular VHS, because it's not on the DVD, it was on the VHS, that they would give a trailer for a Sonic the Hedgehog animated movie. Uh, I don't know what it was called, but it was Sonic, and that he was battling his doppelganger who happened to be robotic, and they would duke it out. I've never saw the movie, I just saw the trailer. And in the trailer, it would sing this song called Look Alike. Now, look alike how the song would go. It went on a Sunday, riding my bike. I noticed different kinds of things that look alike. Now, that's what the song said. That was the lyric. The lyric said, on a Sunday, riding my bike, I noticed some different kinds of things that look alike. Well, that's not what I heard. That's not what I heard. I don't know how I heard this, but I heard it. I kid you not. I thought they were saying Yo, sorry. I thought they said everybody's rocking my body. I know it. It's the kind of thing that we call life. I don't know how I got it, but I got everybody's rocking my body. Hold on, I'm sorry. I gotta. Everybody's rocking my body. I know it. I know it. It's the simple thing that we call life. That's what I heard from a supposed child show. As someone swears up and down that someone is that people are rocking their body. And I would sing it. I would sing that verse over and over again, thinking that that was what they were saying. And I don't know why. I don't know why I would hear it. That's what I would hear. And I would hear that. I would hear everybody's rocking my body. It's the simplest thing that we call life. The simple thing called life. I don't know. That's what I would hear. Go figure. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure some have heard worse or heard the same or heard something completely different. And if so, hey, don't be afraid to hit me up in the comments. Write down what you thought you heard from a TV show or a movie or something and let me know because I know I'm not the only one who's gone through this. Clearly, I mean, like for example, like my mom, she swears up and down she heard a cartoon character cuss up. She said that she thought she heard Billy from Billy and Mandy. They were giving a TV movie of where they had to face up with the boogeyman or the boogerman, they had a face up with someone. And or face off, excuse me. They had a face off with someone. And they happened to be traveling through a river of boogers. And Billy is having fun. He's ecstatic. He goes, "It's a river booger." My mom didn't hear that. She heard, she was like, "Did I hear right? Did he say it's a mother effer?" I'm like, "No, it's a river boogie, Mom." She, he said river boogie. He goes, "Oh, I thought he said mother effer." I'm like, "Golly, when did these cartoons start cussing?" That was one. That was one. Another one was from the movie Chicken Little. And she swears up and down that Rut, the big pig, there was a part where he starts, when he's overwhelmed, he breaks stuff. Well, Chicken Little said, "Well, why don't you, stop, screaming, you'll survive." And it causes Rut to go in that moment, "I will survive. I will survive." So he starts singing the song, "I Will Survive," and he's getting pumped. He's driving the fire truck to the destination. And Fish is up on the top part, and Rut goes, "Deploy ladder, Fish." My mom didn't hear that. She heard, "Deploy ladder, B." Or "Deploy ladder, bitch." That's what she heard. She heard him say, "Deploy ladder, bitch." I don't like saying the word. Sorry, I do apologize, but that's what she heard. She heard that. She did not hear fish. Okay, I understand why she may have heard it, although that's not what I heard. I heard fish. She didn't, so we're in the bandwagon with that. So, I don't know. I can't say anything else, but she's not the only one. I'm not the only one. My dad misheard something. I can't remember exactly, but we've all misheard some things before. Hey, what can we do? We're only human. That's what we can do. So all we can do is just laugh and just have fun with it, Because I will admit, some of the stuff I've misheard or thought I've heard is funny. And you gotta laugh at yourself here and there. So, that's it for this video. I'll be sure to have more coming, and you guys have a good day. Peace out.